My name is Adam Gorab, and today we're going to be discussing rule number 6, covering everything on the player. So, rule 6-1, the player and his caddy are responsible for knowing the rules during a stipulated round. For any breach of this rule by him or his caddy, the player is receiving an applicable penalty. Rule 6-2, the handicap. Before starting a match in a handicap competition, the player should determine one of another's respective handicaps. In any round of a handicap competition, the competitor must ensure that his handicap is recorded on his scorecard before it is returned to the committee. Rule 6-3, time and starting in groups. The player must start at the time established by the committee. If breached, the player arrives at a starting point. Any more than 5 minutes later, he gets a 2-stroke penalty for the hole. If any later than 5 minutes, he is disqualified from the tournament. Groups. The competitor must remain throughout the round with the same group arranged by the committee unless the committee authorizes a difference. The penalty for a breach of this rule is disqualification. Rule 6-4, the caddy. The player may be assisted by a caddy if he so chooses so, but he is limited to 1 per round. Any breach of this rule, the state of the match is addition of 2 strokes for a maximum of 2 holes, so a maximum of 4 strokes for the round. Rule 6-5, the ball. The player is responsible for playing a proper ball. Each should be identified by his own ball. For example, if you want to draw a heart on your ball to identify that it's yours, that is appropriate. Rule 6-6, scoring. Recording scores, 6-6A. After each hole, the marker should check the score with the competitor and record it. On completion of the round, the marker must sign the scorecard and hand it to the competitor. Rule 6-6B, signing the returning scorecard. After the completion of the round, the competitor should check his score for each hole and settle any doubtful points with the committee. Rule 6-6C, alteration of the scorecard. No alteration may be made on a scorecard after the competitor has returned it to the committee. Rule 6-6D, wrong score for the hole. The competitor is responsible for the correctness of the score recorded for each hole on his scorecard. If he claims that he shoots a lower score than what he actually shot, he is disqualified from the tournament. But however, if it's higher, the score remains the same. Rule 6-6-7, under delay or slow play, the player must play without undue delay and in accordance with any pace of play guidelines that the committee may establish. A penalty for breaching this rule is 2 strokes. Final rule 6-8, discontinuance of play, resumptions of play. A, when permitted, the player must not discontinue play unless the committee has suspended play, believes there is danger from lightning, or the player believes he is seeking a decision from the committee that is a doubtful or disappointed view. Bad weather is not of itself a good reason for discontinuing play. Part B, 6-A. Procedure when play suspended by committee. When play is suspended by the committee, if the players in a match or group are between the play of 2 holes, they must resume play until the committee has ordered the resumption of play. C, lifting ball when play discontinued. Before lifting the ball, the player must mark its original position from where it was discontinued. And final part D, procedure when play is resumed. Player must, from where it was discontinued, even if resumption occurred on a subsequent day, they must place it on the exact same spot which they left off. That's every rule on the player. Thank you.